Hello, everyone. Welcome to NASCAR.com GarageCam live from Kansas Speedway as we get ready for the 5-hour Energy 500. And guess what? The first night race at Kansas Speedway ever. We already got drivers on GarageCam. Reed Sorensen, Michael Annette walking through the garage. Chatting before GarageCam. As they make their way through the garage. Now, normal host Matthew Dillner is off again this weekend, but have no fear. My name's Nick Duncan, and I'm here to take you on a tour of the garage. And as Larry Mack says, strap in, pull the belts tight, because you never know what's going to happen on GarageCam. And it's your first time watching GarageCam. Take a look to the right of the screen. You'll see the chat room. Get in there. Tell me. Let me know who you want to see. We'll possibly get some shout-outs. One thing we can guarantee, we'll see each and every car in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series garage today. And our first person in the chat today was Tigra. She says, happy Freaky Fast Friday, and she would like to see Kevin Harvick. Well, guess what, Tigra? We're going to make our way around to the number 4 car. We might even talk to the crew chief of the 4 car. But right now, we got the number 33 of Timmy Hill. Timmy Hill back on track at Kansas for the 5-hour Energy 400 this weekend. Carol McGlynn says, hi, Nick. Kansas looks like blue skies. It does look like blue skies. I'll tell you, it's in the 70s. A little warm, but a little cool wind as well. Not too bad. It's going to be a great weekend for racing. Next up is the 83 car, the Burger King BK Racing car of Ryan Truex. This car sits and awaits. Looks like most of these cars in the back half of the garage, they're ready to roll. They're done tweaking, done with their setups, and they're just ready to get out there for the first practice of the weekend. Then along beside him be the Kansas Farm Bureau Toyota of Joe Nemechek. Joe back on the track after Michael Waltrip ran the 66 in Talladega. Joe was, of course, in the 87. Then right next door, the 32 Mechanical Protection Plan Ford Fusion of Travis Guapel. And right there is Travis helping his crew out with some last-minute adjustments on his Ford Fusion. Hey, Travis, how's it going, man?
Hey, doing good. We're final checking the toe here and getting it ready to go.
That's what I was going to say. It's now it's rare that you see drivers actually out there. You're down there on the ground helping your crew out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I don't really know what I'm doing, but just giving them a hand. We got a great looking car. We got mechanical protection plan on the car for this weekend out of Kansas City, and excited to have a cool looking paint scheme and see if we can have a good run for them here Saturday night.
That's awesome. So a local sponsor on the car in Kansas. Huh?
What the mechanical protection plan does is they sell extended warranties for your cars and things like that. So we're happy to have them on board, and hopefully we have a good race for them.
All right, man. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Back to work.
Yeah, get back to work. Hopefully Travis hasn't over-adjusted on the car, and they'll have a good run here this weekend in Kansas. Let's move along around the garage. Looks like the 7 car is the 98 car, sorry, it's made its way to Tech. So it's gone right now, but we'll move along to the Taco Bell, number 34, David Reagan. Saw some people talking about Taco Bell this week. Have you guys seen the new Taco Bell commercials? They actually have waffles for breakfast. A waffle with sausage. Can you believe that? I can only imagine. Right next door to David Reagan, the 26, the Iowa Chop House on the 26 of Cole Witt. So a Midwest sponsor for this week for the number 26. As this team rolls his car out, probably headed to either going to turn the car around here or make some adjustments or head to inspection. Not sure. See lots of Jeff Gordon fans in the chat room today. Don't you guys worry. That's our points leader. So we'll make our way around to Jeff's car eventually. May just take us a while to get around there. Lori Borowski, hi from Buffalo, New York, she says. Hope I got your last name right there, Lori. As we look at the number 36, Chevy SS of Reed Sorensen for Tommy Baldwin Racing. Next door to him, Alex Bowman, number 23, Dr. Pepper car. You know, we've been talking, we got the All-Star race coming up in May. Just next weekend. We talked to Alex Bowman last weekend. He gave us a few suggestions of how he might earn your vote. He says he can hand out 23 cases of Dr. Pepper. The rumor is there may even be a contest to give away a car. You have to check out Alex Bowman on Twitter and see what he can do for you. And a lot of drivers in this garage need your vote to make that All-Star race. As we look at the number 7, Michael Annette, Excel Construction, out of Claremore, Oklahoma on the car. Then it's the Long John Silver's, number 38 of David Gilliland. And Mike Abe, I see you in the chat room, Mike. You wanted to see the number 38 of David Gilliland? Well, there you go, Mike. You guys want to know a funny story about Long John Silver's? When I was a kid, I used to love Long John Silver's, but I called it John Long Silver's. Got it backwards. I don't know why. I remember every Sunday, my dad loved to go there, and I called it John Long Silver's. My bad. I didn't know. It was 5. Next door to him, number 40 of Landon Castle. CarsForSale.com. It's one of the new NASCAR, big NASCAR sponsors and affiliates, CarsForSale.com. On the number 40 of Landon Castle. About 10 minutes into GarageCam, almost close. And that's the end of the first row. It's a big garage here, 3 different rows of cars. So now we're going to slowly make our way around the corner. And if you look to the left, you'll see part of the tech inspection process. It's in the Sunoco buildings as we walk around. And the beautiful Kansas Speedway grandstands. That's one benefit of Kansas Speedway. It's one of the newer tracks on the circuit. I mean, even though we've been here for a couple of years. So it's a nice, clean layout. And right beside us is the Toyota Highlander pace car. Official pace car of tonight's SFP 250 at Kansas Speedway. If you guys, surely, you guys want to tune in for the Kansas truck race tonight. And happy Mother's Day. Look at that right there. We can't forget all the mothers out there in NASCAR land and all the GarageCam mothers. Thank you for tuning in this weekend. Right behind us, Justin Allgaier signed some autographs. He makes his way through the crowd, and we're going to make our way around the corner. There's Brian Vickers at the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series hauler, chatting with some officials as he gets ready to go here this weekend at Kansas. Looks like a serious conversation. We don't want to bother Brian. Hope he's not in trouble already. Surely not. There's Marcus Ambrose Climbing in the number 9, DeWalt Tools Ford Fusion. Marcus is ready to roll this weekend. So he gets strapped in. Then along beside Marcos, number 27 of Paul Menard. Schrock cabinets on the hood of that car. Nice, bright. You won't miss Paul Menard on the racetrack this weekend, let me tell you that. Then right next door, the number 15, Clint Boyer, the race's sponsor, 5 Hour Energy, benefiting special operations for the Warrior Foundation this week in Kansas. Of course, Clint from Emporia, Kansas. So I'm sure he's very happy to have his sponsor sponsoring the race of his hometown. Right next door to the number 4, Jimmy John Chevrolet, Kevin Harvick. His crew makes some adjustments. And as we hang out around the 4 car, look at the number 5 of Casey Kane and the Thank a Million Teachers Chevrolet. Casey started this program last week in Talladega. And here we go. It's time. As we get to the number 4 car, it's time for the Mobile One Auto Tech Question of the Week. And we have none other than Kevin Harvick's crew chief, Rodney Childers. Rodney, you guys were back here in April. You guys did the tire test for Goodyear. So the Mobile One Question of the Week is, how do you guys plan to manage tires with the speeds here at Kansas and the grip? And then, of course, it's going to be cooler, right, when they drop the green on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, at the tire test, it was really fast. It was incredible how fast these cars were around here, and it was chewing tires up pretty quick. So, you know, we just got to pay attention to our cameras, make sure we get plenty of tire sheets during practice, make sure we're not too hot on our inside bead, and really just pay attention to things and, you know, just try to be careful with it as the weekend progresses.
Gotcha. And then you happen to have last fall's winner, Kevin Harvick, in your car. So does that help you guys when you're getting ready to work on that tire setup, prepare for Kansas, I guess?
Yeah, I think so. I think Kevin kind of figured something out here last fall. It seemed that way to me. When we unloaded at the tire test, he was fast right off the bat, and you could tell he felt comfortable with what he was doing around here. So I think having him in the car and having that confidence of winning here last fall is really going to help us as the weekend goes.
Awesome. All right, man. We thank Rodney for joining us for the Mobile One Question of the Week. Thanks, man. We appreciate it. All right. Now, as we move along, like we talked about, the number 5 of Casey Kane. Awesome paint scheme. I love that paint scheme. Looked a little different in Talladega. It looked like a chalkboard on the sides. Next door to him is number 14 of Tony Stewart in the Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. So we take a good look at him, his car. Looks like we're closing in on halfway through GarageCam. And we'll have a lot more drivers start milling around, walking around the garage as we move along here. A lot of them, they wait till the last few minutes to climb aboard just because. Right next to Smoke's car, we got the number 13, Casey Mears, the Geico Chevy. As they make some last-minute tire adjustments, and right in front of the car is Casey, crew chief Booty Barker. No doubt going over their game plan for the weekend here at Kansas. Making sure they're on the same page and leave nothing on the table before they hit the track here. About 15 minutes away from the start of the first NASCAR Sprint Cup Series practice. Right next door to the 13, the Farmland Bacon Club Ford Fusion. And there goes Jamie McMurray, the McDonald's Chevy SS, making his way to his car. He's going to climb in. Jamie Mack trying to get back on track here at Kansas. Got caught up in one of the crashes last week at Talladega. Looks like he's making some adjustments to the steering wheel to make sure it's on there straight, good to go. And we'll move along to number 17, Zest Ford Fusion. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. His second year in the Cup Series. He ran really well here in the fall at Kansas, I do believe. One of his best runs at Kansas last season. And I'm sure those Fords will be ready to roll again. And over next to him, the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. Furniture Row. Then right behind us, Kurt Busch, the Outlaw. He's back at Kansas Speedway, looking for a great run. He's making his way through the garage. And then the 51 Brent Chevy SS of Justin Allgaier as they push it into place. And look who it is. There's Justin Allgaier.
Well, hello there. How are you today?
Good, man. How are you? We're getting ready to go here at Kansas.
We are.
Are you excited to be back in Kansas?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anytime I can come back to the Midwest, number one. You know, I grew up in Illinois, not too far from here, and it's always good to get back here. But the other part of it is the fans here in Kansas. They always come out in droves, and it's such a great facility and fun racetrack. So I'm glad to be here.
Pumped. So speaking of fans, we have the All-Star race next weekend.
Yes.
You might need a few votes, and there's a lot of drivers out there that are making a lot of promises.
So I have a feeling that you're telling me something if you're saying I might need a few votes.
To get in the All-Star race.
No, I mean, do you know something I don't?
No?
I'm hoping that all the fans out there have voted for me.
You think they're already voting for you?
I don't know. Well, I'm hoping so. So if you haven't voted for me, go vote for me.
What can you promise the fans? Alex Bowman told us he would give 23 cases of Dr. Pepper away. Marcus Ambrose is going to donate $25 million to Victory Junction if he gets in, no matter.
$25 million.
That's what he said. He's already ladder in the pocket anyway, he said.
Well, that's true, but I
So
don't
what
want to
can you
lie
do?
about it. I mean,
Almendinger has coupons upon coupons at his hauler.
well, being sponsored by an agriculture company, maybe we can come and help if work with local landscape company and come help with your yard. I'm not sure.
Okay, all right. Hey, that'll work.
I mean, that's not technically what they do. They work more in the farming industry and the fruit industry and the vegetable industry. But I guess if you own a large farm out there, we can maybe come help. I'm not really sure how that would work.
The bottom line is you want to be in the All-Star race. And what would that mean for you to be in the All-Star race?
Well, I'll tell you, it's the All-Star race is such a huge race. I mean, I can remember for years driving with the family to Charlotte and going just for the All-Star race and all the cool paint schemes for the All-Star race that everybody always used to have, and it's just one of those races that you aspire to be in, and if you've been in it, you talk to the guys and they're like, man, it's so cool. Even though it's a non-points race and it's all about the win, it's such a cool place, and so that would be the goal. and you know, to make a dream come true for me. But at the same time, you know what? These guys here at HCAP Motorsports, they deserve to be in. They've done a great job to take a team that we've started, you know, this fall and this last fall, and to really advance like we had this year and getting better and better every week. True testament to these guys, and they deserve to be in.
Awesome, man. Well, hopefully we can help you out a little bit.
I hope so, too.
Get the fans log on, NASCAR.com. You have until noon on May 7th. Well, noon this week on May 17th.
I guess it's next week, though, right?
Actually, yeah. Sorry, next Saturday,
what is
right?
today's date? It's the 8th, 9th. It's the 9th.
9th. The race is next Saturday, 7 p.m., May 17th. And if you vote on your mobile phone, it counts twice.
Which is awesome.
So I'm just log on
Sprint mobile phone, get on there and
vote for
bam,
Justin. Just
got it.
all day long. All right, man. Thanks for joining us on GarageCam. Appreciate it. We'll move along to the number 10 GoDaddy Chevrolet, Danica Patrick. About 9-10 minutes left on GarageCam as Danica gets ready to climb in to her Chevrolet. We'll try to sneak around the corner. And she gets ready to go talking to the crew. Danica's had a lot of speed here at Kansas. And we got about 10 minutes to go, and it's time to hustle because we got to get through the last row of cars, and they're going to get ready to roll. We don't want to get caught in the garage. Look at A.J. Allmendinger already inside the Kingsford Chevy SS. Ready to go. Next door to him, Austin Dillon. His first run in the Cup Series, I believe, here at Kansas Speedway. He'll also be in the truck race tonight. A few Cup regulars, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, and Austin Dillon will run the number 20 Chevrolet in the truck race here tonight in Kansas. Just getting a little bit more track time, if possible. Track time never hurts. And then, of course, this is the last race, last chance for someone to get into the All-Star race. A lot of people talk about the 42 car of Kyle Larson, thinking he may have a chance to pull off a win this weekend in Kansas or sometime along the way. Had a great run last week in Talladega. Then we'll take a look at the number 2 Ford of Brad Keselowski, the Worth, on his Fusion this weekend. It's a sponsor they've had, but I think it's the first time he's ran that paint scheme this year, if I'm not mistaken. No Brad Keselowski around yet. But he'll be carrying the red, white, and black of Worth. We've already saw Brian Vickers once, and he's strapped in to his Aaron's Toyota Camry. Seeing if they can make some speed out here in Kansas. All the drivers are here. I told you they would show up. It just takes them a while. Takes them a while to get ready and get going. Ryan Newman, the Quick Set Chevy. That's a new paint scheme for the 31 team. Trying to see if we have, who all do we have left in the chat? Carol Howlett. She says, hi, Nick. Want to see that 99 Affleck Ford? We're on our way up there, Carol. Audrey Davidson from Canada. She also wanted to see Jeff Gordon. And we'll make our way up there in just a moment as Greg Biffle is ready to go in the 3M Ford Fusion. About 5 minutes left on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Next door to him, Jimmy Johnson. Still looking for that elusive win here in 2014, believe it or not. Jimmy and Kenseth combined for the most wins on the circuit last year. They're still looking to get a win here in 2014. Then a two-time winner, Joey Logano, the AAA Insurance Ford Fusion. He's strapped in, ready to go. And then right next to him, the number 11 of Denny Hamlin We had BK Herbert. He said happy Friday, would love to see Denny Hamlin, last week's winner at Talladega. Well, there, BK, there is your driver. Number 11, Denny Hamlin, the FedEx Freight Toyota Camry. Oh, I think I heard a whistle. We're getting close. We're getting close. Here they go. Let's try to run down to the end to get out of the way. There goes Jeff Gordon. Number 24, Exalta Chevrolet. Number 20, Dollar General Toyota, Matt Kenseth. Kyle Busch with Snickers on the hood of the Toyota. And then the 88, National Guard Chevrolet, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Number 99 of Carl Edwards, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano. These guys eager to get out there. They're going to get out on pit road. And as soon as that clock hits 11 a.m. Central Time, they will be ready to roll here in Kansas. We want to thank everybody for joining us on NASCAR.com. We can make our way around to the corner, see the fans lined up to watch the cars roll out. Saturday night, tune in, 7:30 Eastern on Fox. It'll be the first ever Kansas night race, 267 laps. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to join us next week. We'll be in Charlotte for 2 weeks. There goes Kurt Busch, David Gilliland. And for everyone here at NASCAR.com, thanks for joining us. Enjoy your weekend and Godspeed, everyone.